All right, this is Zach with just another quick conversational video about a watch that I've posted about, which I think is probably the best watch you can buy for the money. And it doesn't really matter whether you've been in the game for a while or you're just kind of getting into the game. If you have a box full of Zona or you have your G-Shock and a Seiko, the Breitling Aerospace is one of the best watches you can buy for the money. That's going to rub some people the wrong way, and that's fine because this is all a journey and we're all at different spots in that journey. But here's why I think that if you're looking for a cool watch and you want something for the summer, the winter, the fall, the spring, whatever you're doing, the Aerospace is the way to go. So many of us have heard the phrase that sketchy guys wear Breitling, and while I can't comment on why that might be because it's different for me than it is for you, the Aerospace in and of itself is probably one of the best watches that you can buy for the money. Now, a lot of guys are coming from that tool watch lens. They look at the world of watches through that lens. They want something they can kind of beat up, throw around, enjoy, not worry about. They don't want to have to be dainty with it, and the Aerospace solves that problem. It's made out of titanium, so you can kind of beat it up, you can throw it around, you can leave it somewhere, you're going to be good to go. It's not really too prone to denting and scratching. I mean, sure, if you smack it with a ball peen hammer, you're going to have a bad day, but you smack your Rolex Submariner with a ball peen hammer and still have a bad day. So you're not really off the mark there. It does have a little bit of gold. You can get it with some gold accents, which dresses it up really nice. But the functionality, right? So people have asked me in the past, what do you think about the Breitling Aerospace? It's the luxury G-Shock in ways that G-Shock could never be. Now, if you're just looking for solely a quartz watch that does a bunch of stuff, yes, a G-Shock is going to solve that problem for you. But it's never going to look as good as an Aerospace. The Aerospace has kind of a presence that the G-Shock never will. And it comes from a line that was developed specifically for pilots. I have a couple of pilots in my family from the Air Force. They all love the Breitling Aerospace, and one of the reasons I owned one for many years was because it was recommended to me by a family member who was a pilot and said, this is one of the best watches you can get for the money. And at the time I was like, I'll have one. So with a little personal experience, I can attest to it. The chronograph, the timer, the second time zone, all the functionality, the fact that you can go forward and backward an hour by kind of flicking the crown up or down, and you can kind of go forward and backward for spring forward, which is coming up for us, and fall backwards, all of that kind of thing. But if you travel and you change time zones a lot, it's a great watch to take with you. You're also really not worried about it on that travel. So if you're going somewhere, all the time I see posts in groups, Reddit, everywhere else where somebody is saying, I'm traveling, should I take my watch with me? What's going to happen if I do? Should I be wary? I've never seen anyone with a Breitling Aerospace post that question and be like, should I take my Aerospace with me? I don't know. It's just not usually one of those targets for theft like some of the other brands are, where you see guys posting all the time, I don't know if I'm going to take my high-end watch with me. It's also great to take with you if you put it in your suitcase or you leave it in a drawer for a couple days. If it's just your weekend watch, then you put it on the weekend because it's quartz, it's ready to go. It's got a couple years of battery life, and there's a stateside service center. So if you're like, oh man, like I really got to send it back in, they'll just swap out the movement, put a new battery in it, make sure that it's good, probably polish up the titanium a little bit, and send it on its way back to you. So if you're looking for a piece and you don't really have a large budget, it's pretty accessible. It's very, very accessible to get one. And you can get one from pretty much any point in the production history of that watch and still enjoy it to its fullest potential. Some of the new ones I've seen people say that they're a little bit harder to read than the older ones, but they do have backlights on some of the newer models. The older ones don't, but they have a more polarized digital display, so it's a little bit easier. So yeah, if you're looking for one of the best watches you can buy for the money that's versatile, you can wear it with a suit, you can put it on leather. I think it's water resistant to 100 meters, so you can take it in the pool, you can take it in the shower. It does everything that you need it to do, and then some. And it looks really, really good doing it. So if you're looking at having something that allows you to take it anywhere, to do anything with it, and you're from that kind of, I need to have a utilitarian tool watch part of the watch journey, then this definitely needs to be on your list, 110%. So go out there, go get you one, because in reality, like some of the older ones are, they're not making them anymore. The prices may start to tick up. I don't know. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they go back down. You used to be able to get a really good deal on them. Now, I think it just depends. But it's out there. And used, you can't beat it. You really, really can't beat it. There's guys I know that they do parachute jumps in theirs. I did parachute jumps in mine when I was in the Army. So it's definitely worth taking a look at the Breitling Aerospace. So with that, have a good time. Go check those out, and I'll see you on the next one.